My name is Jürgen Stuhler. I'm the Senior Director of Quantum Technologies at TOPTICA Photonics. There I'm responsible for finding a strategy to implement quantum technologies for a larger market, but I'm also responsible for product management and sales for lasers which go into quantum technology markets or quantum optics markets. TOPTICA was started as a company under the name of TOPTICA in 2001, I think, but it originated from the mid-90s. And the first product was an external cavity diode laser called DL100, and the first customers were quantum optics customers. So in fact, people who did research in the area of quantum technologies as we understand it. So this is using either laser cooling techniques or atom interferometric techniques or single photon techniques for applications. That means for technologies that can really do things and not only for basic research. The markets we see at the moment are mostly sensing. So this is one big market, one big potential market. Sensing using atoms or other quantum instruments. Another market could be quantum communication. So there we distinguish between quantum simulation and quantum computing and quantum cryptography, for example. And there are other markets like spectroscopy kind of applications where you also make use of the atomic structure, for example, of species in order to make better resolutions. And a last market is maybe side effects. It's using the technology that you developed for quantum technology for completely different applications. This has been successful in the years before, and I'm very confident that this will be a successful way of doing business also in the future. Okay, the basic strategy is to connect first, of course, with the researchers, what is available as technology, for what kind of applications this could in principle be useful. And then the second step is finding out which companies are interested in making, let's say, large-scale products using quantum technology inside machines. And the third thing would be to find out whether there is a general mass market for quantum technologies. The strategy is reading papers, going to meetings, talking to people to find out what is the best step to do it. I would say that the basic research is, I wouldn't say it's done, but there is by far enough knowledge in basic research now available that one could in principle do the step into full technological products. At the moment, I would say we are in between these steps, so there are some first trials where people make some spin-outs of universities trying to build sort of prototypes in order to demonstrate that instruments, quantum technology-based instruments, can be realized at all. But in order to really make it a mass market product, I think we still have to do a big technological development step. But I don't think it's a fundamental physics background step, it's just technology and it's just a question of money, to my opinion. Let's say for quantum cryptography, it will only be for short distances. Short distances means up to a few hundred kilometers. And that is not a mass market. That will be a good market for institutes who are very much relying on security, like banks or research institutes or state institutes, but not for consumer markets. For quantum computing, I think we are still far away from having a commercialized quantum computer for everyone's home. I would say that it needs some years until some hidden research laboratory will have a fully operating quantum computer first, and then we have to see whether one can miniaturize it. I believe that there will be a quantum computer actually in 5 or 10 years from now in some research institute for some certain applications, but not for homework. Yes, so it's first defining what is the system that one wants to work on, and then engineering all the individual components for this one target. And I think it's just a problem that, let's say, big companies don't see this at the moment. And those who see it are too small in order to be able to make this big engineering effort. I really believe it's an engineering effort.